हरि ओम। बोले बाल कृष्ण लाल की जय। विघ्नेश्वराय वरदाय सुरप्रियाय लंबोदराय सकलाय जगद्धिताय नागाननाय श्रुतियज्ञ विभूषिताय गौरीसुताय गणनाथ नमो नमस्ते। बंसी विभूषित कराननवनीरदाभात पीताम्बरा दरुण बिंब फलाधरोष्टा पूर्णेन्दु सुंदर मुखादर विंद नेत्रात् कृष्णात् परम किमपि तत्त्वमहं न जाने। ब्रज के नंद लाला राधा जी के सांवरिया सब दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया। ब्रज के नंद लाला राधा जी के सांवरिया सब दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया। मीरा पुकारे तुम्हें गिरधर गोपाला। मीरा पुकारे तुम्हें गिरधर गोपाला। बन गया अमृत में विष का भरा प्याला। कौन मिटाए उसे जिसे तूने थाम लिया। सब दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया। सब दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया। जब तेरे गोकुल पे आई विपदा भारी। जब तेरे गोकुल पे आई विपदा भारी। एक इशारे पे सारी विपदा टारी। एक इशारे पे सारे विपदा टारे। मुड़ गया गोवर्धन मुड़ गया गोवर्धन जिसे तूने थाम लिया। सब दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया। सब दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया। ब्रज के नंद लाला राधा जी के सांवरिया, सब दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया। नैनों में श्याम बसे, मन में बनवारी, नैनों में श्याम बसे, मन में बनवारी, सुध बिसराई गई मुरली की धुन प्यारी, सुध बिसराई गई मुरली की धुन प्यारी। मेरे मन मंदिर में, मेरे मन मंदिर में रास रचाओ रसिया, सब दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया, सब दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया। ब्रज के नंद लाला, राधा जी के सांवरिया, सब दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया, सब दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया, सब दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया। बोले बाल कृष्ण लाल की जय, युगल जोड़ी सरकार की जय।
राधे तेरे चरणों की, श्यामा तेरे चरणों की, राधे तेरे चरणों की, श्यामा तेरे चरणों की। अगर दिल जो मिल जाएंगे, अगर दूर जो मिल जाएंगे, सच कहता हूँ मेरी तकदीर बना जाए। राधे तेरे चरणों की, श्यामा तेरे चरणों की। अगर दिल जो मिल जाएंगे, अगर दूर जो मिल जाएंगे, सच कहता हूँ मेरी, सच कहता हूँ मेरी तकदीर बदला जाए। राधे तेरे चरणों की, श्यामा तेरे चरणों की। बसती है, सुनती है तेरी रहमत, दिन रात बरसती है। एक बूंद जब मिल जाए कि काली खिल जाए, राधे तेरे चरणों की, श्यामा तेरी चरणों की। अगर दूजो मिल जाएंगे, राधे तेरे चरणों की, श्यामा तेरी चरणों की। ये मन बड़ा चंचल है, कैसे तेरी भजन करूं। ये मन बड़ा चंचल है, कैसे तेरी भजन करूं। जितना इस समझाऊं, उतना ही मचल जाए, राधे तेरे चरणों की, श्यामा तेरी चरणों की। अगर दिल जो मिल जाएंगे, राधे तेरे चरणों की, श्यामा तेरे चरणों की। नजरों से गिराना ना, चाहे कितनी सजा देना। नजरों से गिराना ना, चाहे कितनी सजा देना। नजरों जो गिर जाई,
Let's stand up, please, everybody, as we welcome the Vyasa.
राधे तेरी चरणों की, श्यामा तेरी चरणों की। अगर दिल जो मिल जाएंगे, राधे तेरे चरणों की, श्यामा तेरी चरणों की।
हरि ओम। सहस्रशीरेखा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपादः भूमिज्ञो सर्वसद्वृतवाद्यतिष्ठदशाङ्गुलं पुरुष एवेदज्ञो सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भाव्यं भूतामृतपश्ये सा नो जदन्येन तिरोहति। एतावानस्य महिमातो जायास्य पुरुषः पादोस्य विश्वाभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि। त्रिपादोर्ध्वोदयितपुरुषः पादोस्येह भवत् पुनः। ततो भवन्व्यग्रामशासन न सने अभि। ततो विराड जायत विराजो अधिपुरुषः। स जातो अधिहरिश्च पश्चात् भूमिमथो पुरः। तस्माद्यज्ञाः सर्वभूताः सम्भृतं बृहदाज्यं पशुस्तां सकले वायव्या नारण्याग्राम्यांश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञाः सर्वभूतारचः सामानि जगनीरे छन्दागुधि जगनीरे तस्माद्यदुत्तसमाद्यजायत तस्माद्दशवा अजायन्त जे केचो भयादतः गावो हजग्निरे तस्माज्जाता अजावयः तञ्जगनम्बरैः प्रोक्षन् पुरुषं जातमग्रतः तेन देवा अयजन्त साध्या रेखयश्च ये यत्पुरुषे कतिधा व्यकल्पयन् मुखं किमस्यासीत् किं बाहु किमुरुपादा उच्येते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यः कृतः उरुतजद्यजवैश्यः पदभ्याङ्गुशूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो जातचक्षोः सूर्यो अजायत श्रोत्राद्वायुश्च प्राणश्च मुखा जग्निरजायत नाभ्या आसीदन्तरिक्षगो कृष्णो द्यौः समवर्तत पदभ्यां भूमिर्दिशः स्तोत्रा तथा लोकाम् अकल्पयन् यत्पुरुषेण हविषा देवा यज्ञमतन्वत वसन्तोऽस्यासि द्राज्यं गृह्म इदमः शरद्धविः सप्तास्यासन् परिधयस्त्रिः सप्तसमिदाः कृताः देवा यद्यज्ञन्तन्वान अभद्नं पुरुषं पशुं यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवा सानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्य सन्नः ते हनाकं महिमानः सचन्द्र यद्र पूर्वे साध्याः सन्ति देवाः। ॐ सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। षडङ्गादिवेदो मुखे शास्त्रविद्यां कवित्वादिगद्यं सुपद्यं करोति गुरुरन्विपदमे मनश्चिन्नलग्नं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं। बोलिए श्री भागवत भगवान की जय, सद्गुरुदेव की जय, सुखदेव जी महाराज की जय, श्री व्यास जी महाराज की जय।
मनमोहना नंदला मनमोहना मधुसूदना वृंदावना नंदला मनमोहना मधुसूदना वृंदावना नंदला मनमोहना नंदलाल मनमोहना नंदलाल मनमोहना मधुसूदना वृंदावना नंदलाल मनमोहना मधुसूदना वृंदावना नंदलाल मनमोहना मधुसूदना वृंदावना नंदलाल मनमोहना मधुसूदना वृंदावना नंदलाल मनमोहना नंदलाल मनमोहना नंदलाल मनमोहना नंदलाल मनमोहना नंदलाल वृंदावना नंदलाल वृंदावना नंदलाल मनमोहना मधुसूदना वृंदावना कृष्णा मनमोहना मधुसूदना वृंदावना कृष्णा मनमोहना कृष्णा मनमोहना कृष्णा मनमोहना मधुसूदना वृंदावना कृष्णा मनमोहना मधुसूदना वृंदावना नंदलाल
बोलिए श्री बांके बिहारी लाल की जय सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय। डिवोटीज एक बार पुनः आप सभी का श्री वृंदावन धाम में श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण कथा में हृदय से स्वागत करता हूँ। लाइक टू से special welcome each and every one of you in Shri Vrindavan Dham and listening Shrimad Bhagwat Mahapuran Katha by our very respected Pandit Rajin Balgobind ji. He, as we all know, performing the seva to Sanatana Dharma by giving the Gyan from Bhagwat Mahapuran, Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana and different our holy books, which one we all know, scripture. So, like to say, behalf of our all the devotees, special swagatam to our respected Vyasji. Give him a round of applause, please. So far, first katha, two kathas he did many years back, then big gap was there. Then the last katha he did with us in a unit when we were in the Pickering. Then again the COVID came, and after 3 years, I think, third year, right? This is third year now. After third year, we are performing this katha here. that time our dream was to build a Vrindavan Dham, and you can see the beautiful Vrindavan Dham right here. And he is again with us, and many of our devotees, those who we didn't see, I didn't see them personally since many, many years. I'd like to say special welcome for them also. How many devotees are here, those who came here first time? Can you raise your hand, please? Okay, few of them. I'd like to say welcome, Swagatam, and Mandir providing all the services in Hindi, English, Sanskrit, music, or different ways we are serving the community. Then please feel free whenever you have time. Mandir providing all the services. तो एक बार पुनः आप सभी का thank you for coming and giving us your support. Any further delay, I pass over to our respected Vyasji. Thank you.
Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki jai, Shri Bal Krishna Lal ki jai. Om Namaschandikaya Namah Parvati Pataye Har Har Mahadev. Ganesh ji Stuti. Shivatane Varishtham Sarva Kalyana Murtim Parshu Kamalahasta Shobhitam Modakena Aruna Kusummalabhyalambodaram Tam Mama Hriday Nivasam Shri Ganesham Namami. Sarva Mangal Mangalye Shive Sarvarth Sadhike Sharanye Trayambike Gauri Narayani Namostute. Karpur Gauram Karunavataram Samsar Saram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayarvinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Vishweshwam Madhavam Dhundim Dandapanim Cha Bhairavam Vande Kashi Gukhyam Gangam Bhavani Mani Karnikam. Shri Kashi Vishweshwar Samba Sada Shivaya Namaha. Agre Kurunam Ath Pandavanam Dushasaninam Pritavastrakesham Krishna Tadakrosha Yanatha Govinda Damodar Madhaveti Govinda Damodar Madhaveti
माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति
गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति श्री कृष्ण विष्णु मधुकै प्रभारे भक्तानुकम्पिं भगवन् मुरारे त्रायस्व मां केशवलोकनाथ गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति
गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति
गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति वक्तुं समर्थोऽपि न वाति कश्चिद् अहो जनानां व्यसनाभिमुख्यं जिह्वेऽपि वस्वा जिह्वेऽपि वस्वा जिह्वेऽपि वस्वा अमृतमेतदेवा गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति
गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति
गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति करारविन्देन पदारविन्दम् मुखारविन्देन विनिवेशयन्तम् वटस्य पात्रस्य पुटेशयानम् बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव सच्चिदानंद रूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। श्री बद्रीनारायण भगवान की जय। श्री अनंत पद्मनाभ स्वामी की जय। श्री जगन्नाथ जी महाराज की जय। श्री द्वारकाधीश भगवान की जय। वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। अखंड मंडलाकारं
व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः।
कथा आरंभित होतु है सुनो वीर हनुमान राम लक्ष्मण जानकी सदा करो कल्याण। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार।
बरनो रघुवर विमल यश जोदायक पल चार।
बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पावन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार। मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी द्रवौ सुदशरथ अजिर बिहारी।
मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी द्रवौ सुदशरथ अजिर बिहारी।
जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई।
जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई।
श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय राम। पवन तनय संकट हरणा
मंगल मूर्ति रूप
राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप। व्यासाय विष्णु रूपाय व्यास रूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्म निधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। श्री सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री हनुमान जी महाराज की जय। श्री सद्गुरु महाराज की जय। श्री वेद व्यास जी भगवान की जय। मंगल मूर्ति भगवान श्री गणेश जी को प्रणाम करते हुए और humble obeisance to भगवान श्री सिद्धि विनायक, to भगवान श्री गणपति। We bow down to Mata Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati, to Ma Vaishnavi. She is Madurai ki Meenakshi. She is Kanchipuram ki Kamakshi. She is Kashi Vishalakshi. Three very beautiful form of the Devi. When you go to the holy city of Madurai, Madurai is built around the great temple Bhagwati Meenakshi Devi, Mata Parvati. Imagine an entire city is built around the temple. This is in Dakshin Bharat, this is in South India. Madura Pure Nilaye Meenakshi, Kanchi Pure Nilaye Kamakshi. And Meenakshi, Kamakshi, Vishalakshi, the last part of the name is interesting, Akshi. Meenakshi, Kamakshi, Vishalakshi, Ak. The way she looks at you, the manner in which Devi looks at you, one mere glance. Devi puji pada kamala tumhare sur nar muni sab hoi sukhare. This was not said by Tulsidas. This was not said by any ordinary personality. This was said by Sita ji herself. Janki Maya in the Ramcharitramanas, Devi puji pada kamala tumhare sur nar muni sab hoi sukhare. Whomsoever worship the lotus feet of Devi, her worship is in the Ramcharitramanas, her worship is in the Bhagavad Mahapuran. Two great episodes with the worship of Ma Durga. The gopis worshipped her and Mother Rukmani worshipped Devi. Meenakshi, Kamakshi, Vishalakshi One mere graceful glance of the Devi, and it says that she can change the course of your life. Jeevan ki rekha badal sakte hain. She can literally change the course of your life. Taking it on a dharmic path, taking it on a beautiful path, taking it on a known path. There's so many people who are living today, but they don't know where they're going. They're living, but yet they're so lost in this world. They're so lost. Imagine when the youngsters can't decide what subject to make their major when they're studying. Imagine they cannot decide which is the right job, the right career for them. One mere glance of the Devi and she puts you on the right path. Samay ki baat hai. It won't happen overnight. You know, just like when you want the best out of a plant, you have to nurture it. You have to water it. You have to save it from the wrath of nature. You have to save it from the heavy winds and the scorching sun and the torrential rains. You have to save that plant. Then you can get the best out of it. Samay ki baat hai. Samay ki baat hai means a matter of time. But guaranteed, she will put you on the right path. Jagadambe tumhari jai ho. Aaj to Shukrawar hai, today's Friday. It's a day that is very much dedicated to the glorification of Ma Devi. Jagadambe tumhari jai jai ho.
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 Ma Bhavani tumhari jai jai ho.
Ma Bhavani tumhari jai jai ho.
Ma Kalyani tumhari jai jai ho.
Ma Kalyani tumhari jai jai ho.
Jagadambe tumhari jai jai ho.
Jagadambe tumhari jai jai ho. माता काली तुम्हारी जय जय हो।
महालक्ष्मी तुम्हारी जय जय हो।
महालक्ष्मी तुम्हारी जय जय हो।
माँ कल्याणी तुम्हारी जय जय हो।
माँ कल्याणी तुम्हारी जय जय हो।
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्ति समन्विते भयेभ्यस्त्राहिनो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते। श्री अम्बे मात भवानी की Jai. We bow down to Ma Devi. We bow down to Kailashpati, Bhagwan Shiv Shankar, to Mahadev, to the graceful Lord of Vaikuntha, Bhagwan Sri Lakshmi Narayana. When a young lady is in that expecting stage, she should listen to the Bhagavad. She should be a part of Bhajan and Kirtan. Who knows, she can bring forth another Prahalad into this world. Because while Prahalad was developing in his mother's womb, Narad Muni was singing Narayana Nama. Narad Muni was singing in the name of Mahavishnu. And through the ears of Kayadu, Prahlad was enjoying the name of Narayana. He was enjoying the name of Mahavishnu. And this is why when he came into this world, he came as a Parama Hari Bhakta, Shreshta Hari Bhakta, a number one devotee of Mahavishnu. Please don't mind. I have nothing against the music that is produced out of the West Indies. That's a different genre of music. It's a different category of songs. But many of those songs are related to something which we spoke about in the Bhagavad. I have not really listened to many of them because the moment I hear R-U-M in the song, the moment I hear that word R-U-M, that's it. I don't want to listen further. Take it off. And I truly believe those are the type of songs our children should not be exposed to. Those types of songs that celebrates liquor, those types of songs that encourages drinking. And you know there are many of them, many. Our children's ears should not be exposed to them. Expose your children's ears to Vishnu Sahasranama, Lalita Sahasranama, Gayatri Mantra. Expose your children's ears to bhajan and sankirtan. It will do them a lot more good in their lives. That Shri Mahavishnu who took seat in the heart of Prahlad, that Shri Mahavishnu who sent the Guru, Narad Muni, to guide the child Dhruva, that Shri Mahavishnu, we bow down to him again and again. We bow down to the Lord of Ayodhya, and we Hindus are anxiously waiting for the development of a city that remained dormant for almost 400 plus years, and that is the city of Ayodhya. We bow down to the Lord of Ayodhya, Bhagwan Shri Sitaramji. And we bow down, my dear ones, to the Lord of Vrindavan, Bhagwan Shri Radha Krishna. We bow down to the eternal flute player, Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Why did he come into this world? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya chadushkratam dharma sansthapanarthaya. Dharma sansthapan karne ke liye Bhagwan ki. For establishment of dharma, satya, daya, tapaha, shaucham, the four legs of Gaumata, the four principles of Sanatana Dharma. The Blessed Lord came for the establishment of dharma. What's the second reason for his coming? To give us Bhagavad Gita, Kinchita Dhita, Ganga, Jalalavakarnika, Pita. The Blessed Lord came to give us the Bhagavad Gita. What's the third reason for his coming? For the protection of the good. Jab jab hoi dharma ke hani, badhi asur adham abhimani, tab tab prabhu dhari, tab tab prabhu dhari, vividha sarira, harahi kripa nidhi sajan pira, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama, Harahi Kripa Nidhi Sajjana Pira. To save the faithful, to protect the faithful, and while protecting the faithful, the wicked gets killed. That's the third reason for his coming. What's the fourth reason for Bhagwan's coming into this world? If there was no Krishna, there would have been no Payoji Mene. Payoji Mene Ram Ratan Dhan Payo. There would have been no Mirabai. There would have been no Payoji Mene, which is sung almost in every katha, which is such a popular bhajan, written by Sant Mirabai. Because if there was no Krishna, कैसे आऊं मैं कन्हाई तोरी गोकुल nagari, bari dur nagari. These are all Mirabai bhajans. So many. Mere to girdhar gopal dusaro na koi. There would have been no Mirabai. Hamare Prabhu avgun chit na dharo. We sing Surdas's bhajans. Hey Govinda, hey Gopal, ab to jivan hare. There would have been no Surdas, because if there was no Krishna, who was there to Surdas to be devoted to? If there was no Ramachandra, there would have been no Tulsidas. There would have been no Tulsidas, my dear ones, if there wasn't a Ramachandra. He came for his bhaktas. Bhakto ke liye Bhagwan aaye. One of the main reasons for the Lord taking avatara, for taking incarnations, is to come for his devotees. Is he not loving? Is he not caring? Is he not conscious of our call? When we cry out to him, when we call on him, and when we say to him, Kanhaiya, Kanhaiya, tujhe aana padega. वचन गीता वाला निभाना पड़ेगा. वचन गीता वाला निभाना पड़ेगा. कन्हैया, 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 तुझे आना पड़ेगा,
आना पड़ेगा.
वचन गीता वाला निभाना पड़ेगा. वचन गीता वाला
निभाना पड़ेगा.
हरे हरे कृष्णा हरे मुरारे, जय जय गोवर्धन गिरधारी.
हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे मुरारी, जय जय गोवर्धन गिरधारी.
हरे हरे कृष्णा हरे मुरारी,
हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे मुरारी.
हरे हरे कृष्णा हरे मुरारी.
हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे मुरारी.
जय जय गोवर्धन गिरधारी.
जय जय गोवर्धन गिरधारी.
जय जय गोवर्धन गिरधारी.
जय जय गोवर्धन गिरधारी.
जय जय गोवर्धन गिरधारी. गिरधारी गोपाल कृष्ण, जय कन्हैया लाल के. Who says our prayers fall on deaf ears that he doesn't come? How many times does he not come? How many times did he not come in the past? And in the future, he will continue to come at your call. That blessed Lord of Vrindavan we bow down to. We bow down to our revered gurus, to the guru of all gurus, Sri Hanumanji Maharaj, and of course to Sri Veda Vyasji, who has gifted us the Bhagavad Mahapuran. What an honor and a joy to be with you. This is our Pachwa. This is our 5th session of our Bhagavad Katha. And Bhagwan made his appearance among us last night, so we'll pick up from where we left off. I'm indeed extremely thankful and grateful to Pandit Damodar Sharma ji for his kind extension of this invitation to be here with you in satsang. In satsang. Someone called it, satsang is like sunshine in the darkness of this world. Satsang is like, or katha is like the light in the darkness of this concrete jungle we live in. This concrete jungle. Bhakta Jano, it's an honor to be with you. To the priest of the temple, my humble pranam. And to all bhaktas who have gathered here, welcome once again. Kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanticha ramanticha. That on a Friday night, on such a beautiful day here in Toronto, Canada, you have found time to come to Katha. What is this indicative of? This is very much, your presence here is indicative of your love for Katha, Your devotion towards Bhagavan, it's very much alive and is thriving. It is thriving. Many times people say Sanatana Dharma seems to be on a downfall. No, not at all. Because the moment one katha concludes, another group of devotees are anxiously waiting for satsang. They're waiting for katha. I thank you for your kind presence here tonight. Last evening, I ran through quite a few episodes without spending much time on them. But one of them, I just want to spend a little bit on. And this comes in book 7. And that is Prahalad's Katha. Prahalad's Katha, everyone usually say it's all about good conquering evil. There's no doubt about it. Good will always conquer evil. Water will always quench thirst. Food will satisfy hunger. Light will dispel darkness. But there's a lot more than that in Prahalad's Katha. And that was when Hiranyakashipu says to him, Kya sikha aapne? Aaj Gurur Bhavan, what did you learn today in the teacher's classroom? Or Prahalad Uvachaha. Parikshit Maharaj, this is what Prahalad said to his father. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padesevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyamatma Nivedanam. Papa, I was taught to be a good listener. A good listener. Katha is not all about the speaker speaking and you listening. Or rather you hearing. All of us can hear, but very few of us listen. Katha is much more than that. Katha is taking in what the speaker says, listening to it, keeping it in the mind, deliberate, think about what the speaker has said. Does it make sense? Can I draw the right conclusion from what the person has said? Can I reason what the individual, what the speaker have said? Katha is food for the mind, food of thought. That is katha also. Shravanam. Papa, I was taught to be a good listener, which is a wonderful thing. Which one of us parents would not want our child to be a good listener? We want our children to listen, suno. Then he says, Kirtanam. I love when my youngsters sing Bollywood songs because I love Bollywood songs too. Right? But of course, old Bollywood. Once in a while, I have to learn a new one so I can capture the attention of the young people. Right? So, it's impressive when they sing nice Bollywood songs, but it's soul-touching when they sing kirtan. It is soul-stirring when they do kirtana. Govind Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai.
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 Radha Raman Hari Govind Jai Jai.
Radha Raman Hari Govind Jai Jai.
Bolo Radha Raman Hari Govind Jai Jai.
Radha Raman Hari Govind Jai Jai.
Govind Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai. Panditji is asking you all to please come up and fill that empty area, dear devotees that are still coming in. Please, lots of space in front. Please move up a little bit. In Kirtan, you're not asking God for anything. When we sing, He Prabhu Anand Data, Gyan Humko Dijiye, you're asking Prabhu for something. You're asking Him for Gyan. सुन ले पुकार आई, आज तेरे द्वार लेके आंसुओं की धार मेरे सावरे। मैं तो एक भीख, do we only beg one time? And the song says, मैं एक भीख मांगू तो उसे. Do we only beg God? Think about however old you are, how many times you have begged God for something. Oh God, please let me pass my exam. Oh God, please let me pass my driving test. Oh God, please get me safely home on a stormy, wintry night. How many times have you not asked God for something? Oh God, please bless me with a nice husband. Oh God, please bless me with a beautiful wife. Oh God, please bless me with a promotion. Oh God, everyone is getting laid off at work. Oh God, please let me not get laid off. How many times have we not begged God? Hum sab bhikharan hai bhai. We are all beggars before God. So different songs, you're asking for different things. So there's different category of songs. And the best one is kirtan. In kirtan, you're not asking for anything. You're just chanting his name. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. You're not asking God for anything. And the force in which you sing kirtan, you know, the force with which you throw the ball on the wall, that force, it returns back to you. Right? So the force in which you do kirtan, that's the force of the blessing that comes back to you. Papa, I was taught to do kirtan. And in this world, there are people who dislike God. There are people who hate God. The concept of a God, they cannot comprehend that the idea, the existence of a superpower, a super being. So, who says Hiranyakashipu doesn't exist in our world today? Of course they exist. Right? Bhagwan nahi hai. There's no such thing as God. So Prahlad's father was a disbeliever. He was an enemy of God. So when he said kirtan, Hiranyakashipu would have said, whose kirtan? Whose name are you chanting? And he says, Vishnu, Narayana. Vina Venkatesham Nanatho Sada Venkatesham Smarami. Hare Venkatesha Prasidha Priyam Venkatesha Prayacha. When we go to Tirupati Balaji, it's an experience to go to Tirupati Balaji, to have Mahavishnu's darshan in Tirupati Balaji. Vishnu. What else did you learn? Smaranam Papa. I should remember him. I should record him in my mind. Pada Sevanam Papa. I should worship his lotus feet. Maine aapse kaha tha na, there's one day a year, just one day, where Banke Bihari Ji's feet are shown. That is Akshay Tritiya. And you could imagine what the crowd is like just to have a glimpse of Bihari Ji's feet. Papa, I was taught to do Archanam. Shivaya Namaha, Yogeshwaraya Namaha, Janardhanaya Namaha, Madhusudanaya Namaha. He is most worthy to be worshipped. Vandanam. We sing so many people's praises. We sing so many individuals' praises. Right? But Prahlad says, he is worthy to be praised. Vandanam. Dasyam. Papa, I should be a servant of his. I should serve him. In seva of Krishna. Sakhyam. I should create a bond of friendship with him. And then lastly, Atma Nivedanam. I should surrender my soul to him. When you look at these 9 principles, 9 personalities comes to my mind. Who was an excellent listener? Shravanam. His name is Parikshit. And by listening, Parikshit is going to gain on Sunday morning, Mukti. On the last day of the Bhagavatam, you hear of Parikshit's liberation. Parikshit gained Mukti by Shravanam. Narad Muni gains respect wherever he goes. Narayana, 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 Narayana. Narad Muni does eternal kirtanam. Narad Muni. Then Smaranam. Remember the lovely lady Draupadi in the Kuru Sabha, when she was grabbed by the hair on her clothing, she called out unto him at the 59th second of the minute. And Krishna came. His grace flowed and protected Mother Draupadi's Smaranam. Pada Sevanam Mohidho Vedha Raghav Charan Vaho Mohidho Vedam. He mat kar kono, mat kar kono, bahan vaho mohidho vidha. He Raghav charan vaho. Reminds me of Kevat. Kevat says, Prabhu, I have to wash your feet. I have to serve your lotus feet. I have to serve you, Prabhu. Pada Sevanam. When I think of Archanam, she was told by her guru, Are Shabri Savari Rasta Aayenge Ram Ji. Shabri Savari Rasta Aayenge Ram Ji. Shabri Savari Rasta Aayenge Ram Ji. Mera bhi dhanya jeevan, Mera bhi dhanya jeevan, Padharenge Ram Ji. When I think of Archanam, I think of Shabri. Shabri was told, Ramji will come. Kab aayenge? He has not even been born yet, Shabri. Matanga Rishi says, he has not taken avatars yet. You will have to wait a very long time. Very long time. Shabri prepared 1 week, he didn't come. 2 weeks, he didn't come. 1 year, he didn't come. 2 years, he didn't come. Imagine how many years she would have prepared. Imagine if we have to prepare for someone coming and they don't come week after week, month after month, year after year, they don't come, but you're still preparing. Won't you give up one day? Won't you say, that's it, you know, he's not coming, she's not coming, I give up? But not Shabri. Shabri does not give up. Are mere jhopari ke bhaag aaj khul jayenge, Ram aayenge. You don't give up. You don't give up in your worship. Many people say, Are bhai, maine puja kiya. Pandit ji says do 9-week puja. Pandit says do 12-week puja. Fir bhi phal nahi mila. I did the 9-week puja. I did the 12-week puja. And still I did not get the fruit. I did not get the blessing bus. I'm not carrying on. No more puja. The problem is your mind was on the fruit. The problem is your mind was not on the puja. Your mind was, oh, I finished 6 weeks. I only have 3 more weeks. I finished the 8th week. I only have 1 more week puja. When your mind is on the reward, instead of what you are doing, and the bhav in which you should be doing it, that is where you don't get the fruit of it. Because your mind was not with it. Your mind was, oh, he's going to bless me after 9 weeks. Right? That's where your mind was. Shabri, on the other hand, she did not give up. Archanam, Vandanam. Aha. How many personalities have not sung his praises? How many mighty ones have not sung his praises? From Mother Kunti, Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namaha Pankajanabhaya Namaha Pankajamalini. Mother Kunti says, you are worthy to be praised. Vandanam. Or Dasyam. Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai Kripa Karo Maharaj. Does Hanumanji not remind you to be a servant? Then why you want to be a boss? Everybody does Hanumanji Puja. Everyone knows Hanumanji's Chalisa. Everyone hoists Hanumanji's Jhanda in front of their home. Hanumanji reminds us what it is to be a sevak. Hanumanji reminds us what it is to be a dasa. Then why you aspire to become the leader? Huh? Why? You know, you will say, if you don't make me president, I'm not coming back. If you don't give me a post in the board, if you don't give me a post among the trustees. I've seen this many times in organizations. People fight for positions. They fight for positions. Have you forgotten Hanumanji's bhav? Hanumanji's bhav is to work and to work and to work and to work and to work, all in the name of Shri Sitaramji. Come on. There should be no quarreling. There should be no disputes, especially in a house of worship. For anyone to want the post of a leader, remain a servant. It's the best place to be, believe you me. It's the best position to just be a sevak, to be a sevak. Hanumanji reminds me of Dasyam. Who reminds me of Sakyam? Are chale sham sundar se milne sudama. गाते जपते मन में हरे कृष्ण रामा, गाते जपते मन में हरे कृष्ण रामा, चले श्याम सुंदर से मिलने सुदामा, चले श्याम सुंदर से मिलने सुदामा. What is Sakyam? Who is a real friend? A friend, my dear ones, is one who will make no demands of you. A friend literally is one whom you see yourself in. A friend is one who will want to be in your company, janmo janmo tak, and however many births you may have to take. Let us be dost, let's be friends. Dosti. I think of Sudamaji. And when I think of Atmanivedanam, I think of the lovely princess of Maharashtra. Her name is Rukmini. Rukmini says to Krishna, I have surrendered my soul to you. This was Prahlad's major teaching to us. 9 beautiful principles, 9 beautiful ways to go closer to Bhagwan. And this Prahlad, of course, was subjected to great abuse. And then when Narasimha appeared, to keep the word of Prahlad, Prahlad says, Ha Papa, he is present in this Stamba. Bhagwan Shri Hari is Stamba mein hai. To keep the word of Prahlad, Satyam vidhatum nidabhritya bhashitam vyaptim cha bhuteshu akhileshu chatmanam adrishyatma adbhuta rupamudbaham stambhe sabhayam namigram namanusham. Satyam vidhatum nidabhritya bhashitam. In order, my dear ones, to keep the word of the Bhakta, Prahlad says he is present in this column, which means Bhagwan Shri Hari cannot just appear from the air. He cannot just walk in from the door. Bhagwan Narasimha, he has to come out from the pillar. What does that mean? Look at the word of the devotee. The word of the Bhakta means the truth. Means so much to Shri Satyanarayan. Tomorrow is Purnima, na? Purnima, we do Satyanarayan Vrata Katha. That is to remind us of the principle of truth. That is Satyanarayan Vrata Katha. Hamare Shri Hari Vishnu Bhagwan, he does what? He upkeeps the word of Prahlad. Or Tavakara Kamala Vare Keshava Nakhamadbhuta Shringam Dalita Harinya Kashiputanu Bringam Keshavadhrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare. Jayadeva says, that is how he appeared, my dear ones. Narasimha Bhagavan. That comes to us in book 7. In book 8, Mother Aditi and Kashyapa prays to the Lord. Bhagavan comes as their son, Vaman Bhagavan. Chalayasi Vikramane Keshava Balim Adbhuta Vaman Padhanakanira Janita Janapavan Keshavadrita Vamana Rupa. And it's a lovely episode where his Yagyopavit Sanskar, Bhagwan ke Janoi, his Yagyopavit Sanskar is going to be performed. That description is given. Who gave him the Janeo? Who gave him the Gayatri Mantra? Who gave him clothes? Who tied that belt of grass? Who gave him the Kamandalu? Who gave him the Chhatra, the umbrella? Who gave him the Mala? Who gave him the Kush grass? Isme Bhagvat mein sab likha hai. And then also, when he went to beg, Bhavati Bhiksham Dehi. Who was the first to make an offering to him? Annapurni Sadapurni Shankara Prana Vallabhim Yana Vairagya Siddhyartham Bhiksham Dehi Cha Parvati. It was Ma Devi herself gifted Vaman Bhagwan the first handful of grains. And he goes to beg. Tere dwar khara Bhagwan bhagat bhar de re jholi. Mahabali. Mahabali says, imagine if a modern day young boy who's getting his janeo or a Brahmin gets an offer like this. Let's see what Mahabali is ready to give him. Mahabali says, would you like a cow? Or would you like gold? Would you like a fully furnished house? Or do you want food? Or do you want servants? Tell me, O holy Brahmin, do you want an entire village? I will give it to you. Do you want horses? Do you want elephants? Do you want chariots? Well, in those times, horses and elephants and chariots, you know, they were relatable. In today, you would say, let's say someone is offering you a Mercedes-Benz. Let's say someone is offering you a Lexus, brand new, Brand new. Imagine what Mahabali is offering to Vaman Bhagwan. Bhagwan says, "Mujhe sab kuch nahi chahiye. I don't want any of this." Mahabali says, "Are you sure?" "I am ready to give you whatever you want." The letter I, very important. The letter I, Ahankar. I am ready. As if everything is yours. Some people say, I'll give you whatever you want. Be careful. When Ma Parvati was very pleased with Ravan conducting the Graha Pravesh for Lanka, for Sone Ke Lanka, there's a story that says it was Ravan who did the Graha Pravesh for Sone Ka Lanka for Shivji and Parvati. And Parvati was so pleased. Parvati says, tell me, O Ravan, what is it that I can give you? Whatever you want, I will give you. Whatever you want, I will give you. So Ravan says, give me your Lanka. You want to give me whatever you want, then you cannot refuse me. So you have to be careful when you say, I will give you whatever you want. Mata Parvati and Bhagwan Shivji must have laughed. Bhagwan Shankar must have said, I know you're not happy living in Kailash. Kailash too cold, no? You want to live in Sone Ka Lanka. You got your lesson. Chal Parvati, let's go back to Kailash. Chalo, Ravan has taken everything. Be careful. Sometimes we believe everything is ours to give, but not true, children. My Guruji would say, when we are gifting daan, it is Bhagwan's hands that are below our hands and is making our hands give charity. And when you gift daan, the giver should feel, maine kuch nahi diya. Listen to me carefully. When you're gifting dakshina, when you're gifting charity, the person who is giving, you should feel, maine kuch nahi diya. I have not given anything. And the receiver should feel, mujhe sab kuch mil gaya. And the person receiving should feel, I have received everything. Because many times people give charity with regrets. Many times they're gifting charity thinking, man, should I really make it $100? Why don't we just make it to 50? Sometimes there's some regret in gifting. And then the person receiving, Arey bhai, only $50 they give. Huh? Sometimes the giver is not pleased, and sometimes the receiver is not pleased. But the best way to gift something, for you to feel, I have not gifted anything. And the person who has received it, I have received everything. In the case of Mahabali, Mahabali feels he owns everything. So he can give anything. The Lord says, give me 3 footsteps of land. Bas 3 pag. And so the Sankalpa was read, and the water is being poured. Shukracharya says, kuch garbar hai. No one can refuse an offer like this. Who can refuse cows and gold and houses? Who can refuse food and servants and villages? No, something is wrong here. This is Mahavishnu. Shukracharya tells Mahabali, don't trust this boy. Don't trust him. Mahabali says, I have given my word, Guruji. I have given my word. Again, one of the theme of the Bhagavad is when the word is pronounced, you cannot retract it, you cannot call it back. Shukracharya says, I must do something. Guess what he does? Shukracharya appears in the lota. Shukracharya goes into the lota and goes into the nozzle of the lota and blocking the flow of the water. Bhagwan says, Arey bhai, why is the water not coming? Something is obstructing the flow of the water. The Lord takes a pointer and pokes into the lota, and guess what? Pokes one of Shukracharya's eyes. Shukracharya only have one eye. That's the reason. You see how far someone will go to prevent you from doing something good? Do you see how far someone will go to obstruct your progress in life, your growth in life? Believe you me, this is not Indian soap opera. This is real life, where people block your progress in life, and the good things that you want to do, they will discourage you. Instead of encouraging you, they will discourage you. Bhaktas, when that water is being poured from the Sankalpa, we are told Bhagwan began to grow and 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 to grow. What Arjuna saw in chapter 11, Mahabali is seeing in the 8th canto of the Bhagavatam. This colossal form of Bhagwan Sri Mahavishnu. The Lord is going to take his first step. That region above the earth we call space. Brahmaji appears. Brahmaji sees his foot. Brahmaji takes water and washes his foot. Jehi charanan se nikasi surasari Shankar jata savai. Shankar jata savai. Brahmaji washes his foot, collects that water. That is the birth of Bhagwati Ganga. That is the origin of Ganga. It is this water in the Kamandalu. Bhagirath is going to pray to Brahmaji to release. Brahmaji later is going to release that water. Shankar Bhagwan is going to capture it in his jata, and then it flows onto the earth. That's the first step. The second step, the entire planet Earth. Do you know there was a time it was said that the earth is flat? There was a time Westerners thought the earth was flat. And if you keep moving towards the horizon and you don't see the ship anymore in the sea, it means it's fallen off. It means, you know, when you don't see the ship anymore in the seas, oh, it must have fallen off because the earth is flat. Only Sanatan Dharma from the beginning says the earth is not flat, and there's not only one planet in the solar system, and actually we have a solar system, right? The earth is round. You do Kalash Puja. When you do Kalash Puja, that round Kalash is symbolic of the planet Earth. That round Kalash is symbolic of the planet Earth. The Lord put his second step over the planet Earth. Ye dunya mera hai. This is mine. Na ye mera, na ye tera. Mandir hai, ghar mein. Ye sab kuch, zameen. Mera hai, Bhagwan says. Everything is mine. Mahabali realizes ye koi aur nahi, ye swayam Bhagwan Vishnu hai, who saved my grandfather Prahlad. Then where should I put the third step? Mahabali offers his head. Mahabali says, crush my pride. This is all AA. What is AA, Sean? What is AA? Not Alcohol Anonymous. AA is Abhiman adjustment. You understand that? When the Abhiman has taken over, when the Ghamand has taken over in the way we do things, the Lord will come to humble you. Someone will come to humble you. Someone will come to take you off your high horse. And this is exactly what Vaman Bhagwan did. How should we gift, my dear ones? We should gift as if we have not given anything. Don't be like Mahabali. Sri Vrindavan Dham is without its mukut. It is without its crown. The Lord looks beautiful, but when the Lord has his crown, his mukut sira, mukuta, kundala, tilaka, charu, udara, anga, vibhushanam. When Bhagwan is with his mukut, he looks even more attractive. When the mandir will be crowned with its shikhar, when the mandir will be crowned with its domes, imagine how beautiful it would look. And this can only be made possible with your support, with your generosity. And when you gift towards the coronation of the temple, it's not you giving, it's the Lord who's propelling your hands to give. And Sri Vrindavan Dham, whether it's a $10 or $1,000, it will mean the world to them that you have gifted something towards the coronation of this temple. Mahabali's episode teaches us how to give charity. Book 9 of the Bhagavatam has Ram Katha. Ram Ram Jai Raja Ram, Ram Ram Jai Sita Ram.
Ram Ram Jai Raja Ram, Ram Ram Jai Sita Ram.
Ram Ram Jai Raja Ram, Ram Ram Jai Sita Ram.
राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम।
बोलो राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम।
राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम।
राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम।
राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम।
बोलो राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम।
राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम।
बोलो राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम। Book 9 has Bhagwan Shri Ramachandra's Katha, Harishchandra's Katha, all the great kings in the lineage of Sri Ramachandra's Vamsha. At the same time, there's a little history of a king called Ambarisha. Ambarisha would observe the Ekadashi Vrat. Ekadashi Vrat, where you refrain from eating chawal, you refrain from eating foods that put a strain on the body, that puts a strain on the organs to digest. Science will tell you today what foods the body digests very easily and what foods it takes a long time to digest, and those food that takes a longer time to digest, they can carry toxins with them and they become very unhealthy for us. Very unhealthy for us. So Ekadashi Day is to give the body a break. It's like when a machine is working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you have to unplug it and let it rest. You have to let the machine rest. You have to let this body rest, Ekadashi. He would perform the Ekadashi Vrat. And once he was about to end his Vrat, conclude his Vrat, Durvasa Rishi comes. Welcome Swamiji. Maharishi Durvasa, aapka swagat hai. When a guest comes, you can't eat before your guest. Isn't that true? You wait to eat with your guest, or you feed your guest and then you eat after. So, Hamare Ambarish Maharaj is in a predicament now because Durvasa says, I will come and eat, but let me go have a snan first. Let me go have a bath. Again, when people come to serve as an obstacle your way. Now the muhurt is going. The time to break the fast is going. Maharaj, Durvasa Rishi is not coming. What are you going to do? Oh, no, I can't eat. That will be an apman. That will be an insult to Durvasa Rishi. Then why don't you take some water, thoda jal pilo, and break your fast? Yeah, that is okay. I will drink some jal. Oh my God. When Durvasa Rishi returned and realized that the great Ambarisha had broken his fast by drinking water, you see the rage in Durvasa. Why do some people like to misuse their position? Why do some people feel they must be honored? You must do their Jai Jaikar. You must, give them this honor. Durvasa is one such personality. He demands it. He commands it. Okay? Durvasa feels offended. Durvasa gets angry. And he creates a demon to attack our Ambarisha, not knowing that Ambarisha is a worshipper of Sudarshana Chakra. Ambarisha worships Bhagwan Shri Vishnu Mahachakra. When you go to the Vaishnav temple, you'll see there's a murti of Sudarshana Chakra. They do Sudarshana Chakra Homam, Sudarshana Chakra Abhishekam, they do Sudarshana Chakra Mahapuja, the Chakra of Mahavishnu. And when Ambarisha, my dear ones, was going to be attacked, is the Sudarshan Chakra that came and protected Ambarisha. The second lesson is the object that you worship is that which will protect you. Now what is happening? The Sudarshana Chakra is going after Durvasa. Sometimes the hole that you dig for others, you're the first to fall into it. Right? You're the first to fall into it. Sudarshana Chakra goes after Durvasa. Durvasa runs to Brahmaji. Brahmaji, save me. Brahmaji says, I can't save you. He runs to Kailash. Mahadev, please save me. Mahadev says, I can't save you. He goes to Vaikunt. Narayana, please save me. Narayana says, you not do me nothing. Vishnu Bhagwan says, you have not done anything to me. Why should I save you? Go back to the one whom you wanted to harm. This is the greatness of a devotee. Go back to Ambarisha. Only Ambarisha could save you. Durvasa Mahamuni had to return to Ambarisha and fall at his feet. Again, stepping down from the high horse. Again, when the Abhiman reaches an uncontrollable level, Bhaktas, we are told what happens in Bhagavad Mahapuran. Durvasa falls at the feet of Ambarisha. Ambarisha grabs him. No, Maharaj, you can't. But this is all lesson for us. Never misuse your position. Never have expectations with your position. Never want to cause harm to others. This little history comes in book 10, in book 9. In book 10, last night, Bhagwan Srimad Narayana summons Narayani. Jai Narayani, Jai Jai Durge, Jai Jai Ambe, Namo Namah.
Jai Narayani, Jai Jai Durge, Jai Jai Ambe, Namo Namah.
Jai Narayani, Jai Jai Durge, Jai Jai Ambe, Namo Namah. Narayan summons Narayani. Vishnu Bhagwan summons Durga Mata. I need your help. What help do you need? Devaki and Vasudeva have been incarcerated. 6 of their children have been killed by Kamsa. The 7th, I want you to take from the womb of Devaki and place it in the womb of Rohini. Theek hai? Yes, boss. What else do you want, Narayana? I want you to incarnate in the home of Nanda and Yashoda. I want you to go as a baby girl, and you will wait for Vasudeva to come there. He will leave me there and bring you back to the jail cell. Devi says, that's a lot of work, Narayana. You got come good. That's a lot of work, Prabhu. You have to compensate me. What reward will you give me? You know what the Bhagavatam says? Namadheyani kurvanti sthanani cha nara bhuvi Durgeti bhadrakaliti vijaya vaishnaviti cham Kumuda chandika krishna madhavi kanyaketi cha Maya narayani ishani sharadet ambiketi cha. Devi, I have 1,000 names, Vishnu Sahasranama. You will also have, O Ma, you will have 1,000 names. You will be named Durga, Bhadrakali, Lalita, Vijaya, Vaishnavi, Kumuda, Chandika, Krishna. I am Madhava. You will be named Madhavi. Vishnu Bhagwan says, my name is Madhava. You will be named Madhavi. You are Kanyakumari. You are Narayani Ishani Devi. In the Chaitra Navratri, on the last day, I will come. Ram Avatar takes place on the last day of Chaitra Navratri. Devi, in your Sharad Navratri, with your blessing, I will conquer Ravan and we will celebrate Vijay Dashmi. You know? Both Navratris are associated with Vishnu and Vaishnavi together, always together. Ma, there will be the great temple in Toronto, Canada called the Vishnu Mandir, where the main deity will be Mahavishnu. But then also, Ma, in my temple, Shri Vrindavan Dham, in my temple, Shri Vrindavan Dham, you will have what? you'll have the greatest status. Isn't she sitting before the Lord? Doesn't the temple, my dear ones, looks as if it's Durga Devi herself is the main deity? Look, bringing Vrindavan Dham and Jai Durga Society. Bringing Vrindavan Dham, Krishna, and Jai Durga Society, Durga Mata, Vishnu and Vaishnavi again. The two of them are always worshipped together. Always. So Ma Durga goes and incarnates. Meanwhile, in the jail cell, the Devatas appeared to praise what is called Garbhastuti. Satyavratam Satyaparam Trisatyam Satyasya Yonim Nihitam Cha Satyem Satyasya Satyamritya Satyanetra Satyatmakam Tvam Sharanam Prapannam. He Satya Narayan Swami Hamare Dukh Haro Mera Par Karo Mera Par Karo. Satyavratam Satyaparam Trisatyam Satyasya Yonim Nihitam Cha Satya. That's 5. Satyasya Satyamrita Satyanetra Satyatmakam Tvam Sharanam Prapanna. The word Satya is used to describe Krishna. He is the embodiment of truth. He is coming into this world. Last night, Panditji, my dear ones, carried baby Krishna on his head out of the dark jail cell of Kamsa across the Yamuna in Pushti Marga tradition. Yamuna Maharani, she is one of the patranis of Sri Krishna. Yamuna says, Are Lala, you're this close to me, I have to touch your foot. So the water of the Yamuna was rising. Right? Are Yamuna Maya, you will drown my Vasudevji. So karara vindena padara vindam mukhara vindena viniveshayantam. That blessed Lord, you have seen little baby boys and girls. When they reach certain months, they start, touching, they start holding their feet. Their feet become like a toy for them. They love to grab on their feet. And their feet are so agile, they bring it to their mouth. You've seen babies sucking their toes? They suck their toes. Bhagwan Shri Krishna was sucking his toe in the basket. Are Yamuna Maharani, you will drown my father. He takes his foot out of the basket. Yamuna Maya bows down to his feet and clears the way for Vasudev to cross. Vasudev makes the exchange of babies, brings back baby girl. Kamsa goes to grab her to kill her, but she displays herself with her 18 glorious arms. You go to the Bhavani Shankar Mandir here in Toronto, you'll see Mata Durga with her 18 glorious arms. The Devi displayed herself beautifully and tells Kamsa the Aarti Santan is alive. Now, anybody here has a nanad? It means you don't know what a nanad is. Only Bhauji, she knows what a nanad is. What's a nanad? Your nanad, your husband's sister. Anyone here has a sister-in-law? Now your sister-in-law, sometimes she can be more cruel than the mother-in-law. She can be more authoritative. You have to treat your sister-in-law nice, because then she will go tell your husband, she will go complain to your husband, Bhauji did this to me and Bhauji did that to me. Right? So Nanda Baba had a sister. Her name is Sunanda. And sister-in-law, they don't knock before they come in the door. They can barge in anytime. Sunanda barged into the room, and sees a little baby kicking up a storm next to my dear one's Mother Yashoda. She runs out of the house. Badhai ho Nanda Baba, Badhai ho Nanda Baba, Lala bhayo hai. Nanda Baba, you're a father. You've been blessed with a son. Are Lala janam sunne aayi re, Maya de de badhai. Lala janam sunne aayi re, Maya de de badhai. Kanha janam sunne दे हो बिंदिया भी लूंगी, नथनी भी लूंगी मैया, झुमके भी लूंगी, साड़ी भी लूंगी मैया, लहंगा भी लूंगी, अरे पगड़े भी लूंगी चढ़ाई रे, हे मैया दे दे बधाई. When a baby is born, you take gifts for the baby. In those days, they gave gifts. Mother Yashoda gave away lots of gifts. Nanda Baba, he gave away lots and lots of gifts, we are told, according to the Bhagavad Mahapuran. Nanda Baba gave away cows. Nanda Baba, he did what? He consulted with the Brahmins. He consulted with those who were versed in the Vedas. Ayahu Viprana Veda Jnana Snata Suchiralankritam. He performed Tarpan, Tilandraningna Saptaha. He gave thanks to his ancestors. His kul has grown. Dhenunam niyute pradat viprebhya samalankrite. He gave lots of cows in charity. Lots of cows. Aajkal ke zamane mein, instead of thinking to do puja, instead of hosting a satsang, I'm not sure if people do 9 days anymore. I'm not sure if they do Barahis anymore, the 12th day also, maybe. Even if you do, you probably do it on a very small scale for protocol's sake. Right? But imagine if you can have a kirtan group come into your home and sing all the Badhai songs. Sing all the beautiful songs for the birth of a baby. Sa se nitak. What is the sa? When you talk about music, you have sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni. The 7 notes in music. Sa, se, ni, tak. What is the sa? Are gokula mein bajata badhaiya, Nanda ghar sohar, Nanda ghar sohar ho Ram. Gokula mein bajata badhaiya, where we sing sohar. Sa is when a baby is born. It's only when a baby is born we sing sohar. And what is the ni? Ekono thagwan gariya, लूटल हो, लूटल हो सखी, लूटल हो कौनो थगवान गरिया, लूटल हो. It's rare when we go to a wake house these days to hear Kabir Das Ji's poetry. But the majority of Kabir Das Ji's songs, they come under a category called Nirgun. Nirgun. And those are sung when there's a death. Sa is sohar when a baby is born. Ni is Nirgun when we die. Sa se nitak usse kehte hai jivan. That is called life. That is called life. Bhakti Jano, when your grandchild is born, when your baby is born, please have a kirtan group come please have a Vipra, have a Brahmin who is versed in the Vedas come and give their Ashirvad, read the most auspicious and chant the most auspicious of prayers as a blessing to the child. Nanda Baba did all of this. And then the gopis also, the women also celebrated, we are told. They dressed themselves so beautifully, they all went into the Palana to see baby Krishna. Right? And all of us know the rocking of the Jhula. That must be in the Bhagavatam, it must be when we have Katha. Now after seeing baby Krishna, Kalrat मैंने आपसे कहा, Yashoda ji is fair, Nanda Baba is fair, the gopis want to know why he's dark. Why he's dark? Why is baby dark? Right? It's a beautiful Friday night. Mata ji ke darbar mein. One day, young baby Krishna runs to Mother Yashoda. And remember that question he asked? Yashomati Maiya se. Come on, you'll sing with me. Bole Nandalala. You know, generally wherever I am, right before leaving the home, I'm offered a cup of tea. For the last 2 days, I didn't get offered a cup of tea. Here. But this morning, I had a nice Tim Hortons French vanilla. That's all I had. I had a breakfast, I did have a lunch, but my coffee was a French vanilla. Come on, you've had more than I did today. Yashomati Maiya se bole Nandalala.
Thank you, Kala.
Radha kyun gori.
Kala.
Boli muskati Maiya sune mere pyare.
बोली मुस्का के मैया सुन मेरे लारे
गोरी गोरी राधिका के नैन कजरारे.
गोरी गोरी राधिका के नैन कजरारे
काले नैन वाले ने हो, काले नैन वाले ने ऐसा जादू डाला.
काला
यशोमती मैया से बोले नंदलाला. राधा क्यों गोरी, मैं क्यों काला. Oh Krishna, you came at midnight, so the night made you dark. Oh Krishna, मैंने आपको काला कंबल, I took a black blanket and wrapped you, the blanket made you dark. Krishna, all the gori people, they wear kajal around their eyes and they keep staring at you, and that has made you dark. Oh Krishna, instead of feeding you milk from a white cow, I fed you milk from a black cow, and that made you dark. She ran out of reasons why his complexion is dark. He will tell us in chapter 11 of the Bhagavad Gita why he's dark. Aho kalo asmi, when he tells Arjuna, I am the Almighty, time engaged in the wiping out of the world. Why is the night not red? Why is the night not pink? Why the night is black? Why? The creator of the world could not have chosen another color. Could he have not chosen another color? But it's when the dark night comes, it consumes the bright day. The color black is symbolic of time, that which is the consumer, and it is consuming. It is consuming. Bhagavad Mahapuran tells us they celebrated. Among one of those who came to see him, Alakh jaga ke jogi aaya tere dwar. Guess who comes to see baby Krishna? Aaya tere dwar maiya, aaya tere dwar. रे आया तेरे द्वार जोगी, आया तेरे द्वार कन्हैया का दीदार करने, आया तेरे द्वार कन्हैया का दीदार करने,
आया तेरे द्वार।
अलख जगा के जोगी आया तेरे द्वार, अलख जगा के जोगी आया तेरे द्वार। अंग विभूत गले रुक्माला, डम डम डमरू बजाने वाला। अंग विभूत गले रुक्माला, डम डम डमरू बजाने वाला। गले में सर्पों का है हार, कन्हैया का दीदार करने आया तेरे द्वार, कन्हैया का दीदार करने आया तेरे द्वार। Bole Baba comes from Kailash. I also want Krishna's darshan. I also want baby Krishna's darshan. There's some people who are of this opinion, if you worship Krishna, you cannot worship Shiva. There's some people of this opinion, Krishna is a superior God and Shiva is an inferior God. Wrong. Absolutely incorrect. That Krishna is a superior God and Shivji is an inferior God. Let's stop this. There was a time the white man was considered to be superior than the colored man. Is that not true? Aren't we stopping that? Why are we segregating the world? There's enough segregation in man's world. Stop segregating Bhagwan. Bhagwan Satchit Ananda Rupa hai. And don't let any group of people come to tell you Krishna is superior to Shiva. Then you know nothing about Krishna Bhakti and you understand nothing about Krishna Bhakti. Mahadev comes. Mahadev goes to Yashoda Maiya. Yashoda ji, Bhavati Bhiksham Dehi. But he wants to see baby Krishna. He wants to have a glimpse of Madhava. He wants to have a glimpse. But she doesn't show him. She brings out a thal of items to offer to him because she sees a snake around his neck. She sees him covered in ash. Oh, Avadhut Baba. Baba, here, take the offering and please go. Mahadevji disappointed. He didn't get to see Krishna. Krishna is disappointed also. He didn't get to see Mahadev. So Bhagwan started his Leela now. He began to cry. He began to cry and to cry and to cry, and all the gopis comes and says, let's try to console him, let's try to pat him, let's try to get him to stop crying, but he doesn't stop crying. Bhole Baba comes and says, I know how to make him stop crying. I know how to utare najar. And Krishna has najar. Mere baake bihari lal, tu itna ना करियो श्रृंगार, नजर तोहे लग जाएगी प्यारे, नजर तोहे लग जाएगी। तेरे बाके बिहारी लाल, तू इतना ना करियो श्रृंगार, नजर तोहे लग जाएगी प्यारे, नजर तोहे लग जाएगी। You know when you leave the house such a dhajke, when you leave the home all nicely dressed, somebody will say, put some kajal behind the ears, right? It will stop others from giving you najar. So, baby Krishna, when the baby is restless, when the baby is crying unconsolably, somebody will say, baby got najar, na? Bhole Baba says, I know how to utare najar. And Mother Yashoda hands over Madhava to Mahadev. In the lap of Lord Shiva, there sits baby Krishna. You know what that reminds me of? Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. That is bliss. Krishna is eager to see Shiva. Shiva is eager to see Krishna when the two of them sit together. When you go to Vrindavan, you have to have darshan of Gopeshwar Mahadev. where Bhagwan Shiva himself came and danced with Sri Krishna in the Maharas Leela. In the Maharas Leela. So don't think those who worship Krishna should not worship Shiva, and those who worship Shiva should not worship Krishna. Please, don't separate the gods, one superior, one inferior. That does not exist. Bhakta Jano, the next major episode that comes is Putana's moksha. I'm so happy last night, someone brought me pera. I finally got some peras here in Toronto. Right? Imagine what we offer to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Last week in New York, when we did the Govardhan Leela, I said to the congregation and to the Jajman, can we not offer the Lord Chappan Bhog? Can we not offer the Lord a feast? 56 types of foods were offered to Prabhu. And I think we went to 59. We made more than that. Bhakti Jano, for 7 days and 7 nights, Bhagwan did not have anything when he lifted the Govardhan. A prahar is every 3 hours, right? There are 8 prahars in a day. 7 times 8, 56. That's why you have the number 56 types of food that is offered to Prabhu. Here, Putana comes. Putana doesn't bring pera. Putana doesn't bring kheer, na gulab jamun, na jalebi. Putana has smeared her body with poison. Has smeared her upper body with poison. She dressed herself beautifully. She enters into Gokul. She offers babysitting service. Lesson number 1. Don't hand your child over to strangers. Never give your baby to a stranger. It doesn't matter how beautiful they look, how sweet they smell, how well they speak. Putana is beautiful. She takes baby Krishna in her arms. She is going to feed him. Akhananji Maharaj of Vrindavan says, Bhagwan Shri Krishna ne apne aankhein band kar diya. Bhagwan ne apne aankhein band kar diya. He closed his eyes because why? His eyes are the door of grace. He closes the door of grace because Putana is to die, number 1. Number 2, sometimes you hold a baby in your arm and the baby falls asleep. Krishna felt comfortable in Putana's arm and he fell asleep. Another writer says, he is thinking. Sometimes when we think, we close our eyes. We say, let me think. You close your eyes. He's thinking, who is this Putana? This is Mahabali's daughter. When I was walking into Mahabali's courtyard, she saw me. She was attracted to me. She said, I want a son like him. I want a baby like him. But when she saw I tricked her father, and instead of taking 3 footsteps of land, what I did, she changed her thought and she said, if I had a son like him, I would feed him poison. Again, go back to what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. Putana is coming back to hold baby Krishna in her arms and to feed him poison. Akhananji Maharaji says, a more imaginative explanation. He's making a long distance call. Right? Who is he calling? You've heard this before. Bhole. हे जटाधारी त्रिपुरारी जग से हो तुम निराले हे नाथ डमरू वाले जग से हो तुम निराले हे नाथ डमरू वाले भोले these people here in Vrindavan Dham. I thought these people here in Toronto, they're well prepared for my welcoming. I thought the altar would have been covered in nice eatables, nice Well, he likes it. I don't like it. Besan laddu. Sean likes besan laddu. Umesh likes gulab jamun. I like bundi laddu and pera. You know, Mahadev, this Putana has brought poison for me to drink, Mahadev. Hey, Vishwanath. And I don't know how to drink poison, Mahadev. You know how to drink poison. Was it not Shankar Bhagwan? You know, pardon me. Please, please don't misunderstand me. Please do not misunderstand me. I'm in a Hindu place of worship, right? This is not a multi-faith place of worship. This is a Hindu place of worship. I am reading from my Bhagavad Mahapuran. I am not quoting the Bible. I am not quoting the Quran. I am quoting my Bhagavad Mahapuran. You agree? Depiction of the Hindu gods are before us. Bhagwanji's Pratima and Murti is before us. When the missionaries come to Guyana, you know what's the first thing they say to people? Lord Jesus Christ is your Savior. That's what they tell the Hindus. I'm sure you know one or two Hindu families who have converted. I'm pretty sure. And my response would be, before Jesus Christ became a Savior, Lord Shiva saved this entire creation. But of course, it's termed mythology. Of course, it's termed mythology. It's a myth. Then what proof do you really have that Jesus is my Savior? If this is a myth, I'm highlighting my religion. I'm not putting down anyone else's. Long before Lord Shiva did what? With the churning of the ocean scene. When people say Shivaji is an inferior god, he's a demigod. They label him as not a real god. In the churning of that ocean scene, where Kurma avatar, Lord Vishnu comes under the mountain, the Asuras and the Devatas are churning the ocean. What's the first thing that came out? The Halahal came out. Raja Indra did not come to save the world. Agni Deva did not come to save the world. Varun Bhagwan did not come to save the world. Lord Vishnu did not come to save the world at that point. It was Neelakanta Bhagwan Shankar who came and saved the world. Do you understand that? So please don't put down the worship of Shiva. Please don't. And we should know who is our Savior. Vishwanath is our Savior. Bhagwan ne vish piya taake humko vishwas dene ke liye. He drank the poison to give us trust in Him. Trust in Him. Bhakta Jano, Mahadev tells Sri Krishna, close your eyes and just drink. And when he was drinking, Tasmin sthanam durjaravirya mulbanam Gauranka madaya shishor dadavata. He began not to drink milk. He began to drink her life force, the prana. Samuncha munchal miti prabhashini nishpirya mana khila jiva marmani vivritya netre charanau bhujamuhu prasvinna gatraksha rurodaha. She's crying now in pain. Putana is crying and she says, release me. Samuncha munchal miti prabhashini. Release me, Krishna. Release me. What is this release? Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jathare shayanam, iha samsare bahudostare, kripaya pare, pahi murare, bhaj govindam. Bhaj Govindam, Govindam Bhaj Mudamate, Samprate Sandite Kali, Nahi Nahi Rakshati, Dukrim Karani, Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. She says, Krishna, release me, my Lord. What is she asking for? Prabhu, no more birth, please. Because birth is followed by death. No more death, Krishna. Between birth and death, there's so much of turmoils. Krishna, no more turmoils. I don't want to come in another mother's womb, Krishna. Release me. And you know what this episode is called? Putana Moksha. The liberation of Putana. Putana reappears at a huge corpse. Bhagavatam says they had to dismember her body because she was so huge. They had to dismember her body to cremate it. And when they cremated it, it was as if thousands of agarbattis were burning because her body was purified by the touch of Krishna. Now, question before we conclude tonight. How many of you know how to jari? Nobody? 2 person knows how to utare najar. How many? Bhauji, you must know. You must have done it for the kids. One time a lady utared my najar. Right? I told her, lady, ma'am, it's impossible for me to get bad eye. Look how black I am. The bad eye will just bounce off of me. But nevertheless, I wanted to see what she was going to do and how she was going to do it. So she took a kitchen towel. I said, kitchen towel? She took a kitchen towel, wrapped it up, and passing it around my head. I said, you know me babe, you know. I said, I've never seen anyone utare najar with a kitchen towel. I know of the garlic skin and the onion skin and the chili peppers, right? I don't know what you use. And then also I'm very interested to know, what do you chant? They don't tell you, no. Nobody will tell you, you know, what they're chanting. What mantra are they chanting while they're outchaying you? Can I tell you now? Bhagavatam says, Mother Yashoda wants to outchay baby Krishna. Lalate keshavam dhyaye narayana mato dhare vakshasthale madhavam tu govindam kanthakubare vishnum cha dakshine kushau baho chau madhusudanam trivikramam kandhare tu vamanam vamaparshakim Shridharam Vamam Vahi tu Hrishikesham tu Kandhare Prishte tu Padmanabha cha Kanthya Damodaranyaset Lalate Keshavam Dhyayin. May Lalat, may Keshava protect your forehead. May Narayana protect your belly. May Madhusudana protect your chest. May Govinda protect the back of your neck. May Vishnu protect the right side of your abdomen. May Madhusudana protect your right arm. May Trivikrama protect your neck. May Vamana protect the left side of your abdomen. May Shridhara protect your left arm. May Hrishikesha again protect your neck. May Padmanabha protect your back. May Damodara protect your waist. Sometimes we complain, my forehead feel hot, you know. What do you run for? Breeze in a bottle. What is that called? Limacol. The moment you start feeling a bit of heat, you get the Limacol, right? So Keshava will protect your forehead. You get a belly ache, a tummy ache. May Narayana protect your belly. You're feeling uncomfortable in your chest. May Madhava protect my chest. Miguel back pain, Miguel neck, my neck back a hot me, you know. May Govinda protect the back of your neck. Right side of your abdomen, the appendix is there. May he protect, Vishnu protect the right side. Huh? Have you ever gone and see a Vaishnav saint? Probably here in Toronto you have them. They're from South India. They're called Iyengar. The Iyengar Brahmins, they're Vishnu Bhaktas. And they don't wear one tilakam. Okay? They do not wear one tilak. They wear tilak in all of these places. They wear it on their forehead. They wear it 3 times on their neck. They wear it on their chest, they wear it on their arms, because why? Krishna is their protector. Bhagwan's name has the power to protect you. Imagine when Yashoda Maharani is chanting all of these names. Bhagwan Shri Krishna is saying, these are all my names. May the names of Shri Krishna protect us, my dear ones. May the names of Krishna Govinda Govinda, Gopal Nandalal, Radhe Govinda Govinda, Gopal Nandalal.
Krishna Govinda Govinda, Gopal Nandalal, Radhe Govinda Govinda, Gopal Nandalal.
Gopal Nandalal, Gopal Nandalal, Gopal Nandalal, Gopal Nandalal.
Gopal Nandalal, Gopal Nandalal, Gopal Nandalal, Gopal Nandalal.
Krishna Govinda Govinda, Hari Bo, Gopal Nandalal, Radhe Govinda Govinda, Gopal Nandalal.
Krishna Govinda Govinda, Gopal Nandalal, Radhe Govinda Govinda, Gopal Nandalal.
Shri Radha Vallabhalal, Shri Radha Vallabhalal, Radha Vallabhalal, Mero Radha Vallabhalal.
Shri Radha Vallabhalal, Radha Vallabhalal, Radha Vallabhalal, Shri Radha Vallabhalal.
Krishna Govinda Govinda, Gopal Nandalal, Radhe Govinda Govinda, Gopal Nandalal.
Krishna Govinda Govinda, Gopal Nandalal, Radhe Govinda Govinda, Gopal Nandalal. बाके बिहारी लाल, बाके बिहारी लाल, मेरे बाके बिहारी लाल।
कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल, राधे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल।
कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल, राधे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल।
राधे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल,
राधे गोविंद गोविंद
गोपाल नंदलाल। कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय। We'll meet again tomorrow evening for our 6th session, Sunday morning for our concluding 7th session of our Bhagwat Katha. May the grace of Bhagwan Shri Krishna be with each and every one of you, to grow from strength to strength, prosperity to prosperity, joy to joy, and to experience all that which is good in life. We must do Narayana Nama 3 times, and then we'll be ready for Aarti. Narayana 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 Hari
नारायण नारायण नारायण
नारायण नारायण नारायण नारायण
नारायण नारायण नारायण
कृष्ण नारायण नारायण नारायण
नारायण
नारायण नारायण नारायण नारायण नारायण नारायण हरे यत्र योगेश्वर कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र विजयो भूतिर ध्रुवानीतिर्मतिर्मम. Jai Shri Krishna to all of you. We'll meet again tomorrow evening, but I did make a request last night. Wherever Bhagavad Ji is invited, wherever we're invited to perform a Bhagwat Katha, whatever the Yajman desires are, we try to fulfill them. Or it is, I feel, my sense of duty to assist them, to aid them in the fulfillment of that desire. And the desire of this beautiful temple is to crown the temple with its shikhar, with its domes. From New York and Guyana, we have $250 that have been donated, and I want to thank my friends for that. I'm not sure what you have brought to donate to the temple, but before Sunday out, please make a kind donation. The only place where you will go and get such, I'm sorry to call it entertainment, it's not really entertainment, but to get such beautiful music free of charge, beautiful bhajans free of charge, and the best probably of it all, bhojan, free of charge. Sumptuous food and prasadam that you've been relishing every night here at the temple. At least every night is worth a $5, a $10. If it's 7 days, we can gift a $50, we can, whatever it may be, doesn't matter. I'm just calling a figure, right? Please make a donation to the temple so the shikhar, so the crown can be placed on this building, and from far, you'll know that you're approaching a Hindu place of worship. On the 25th of June, I will be back in Toronto for an event, another event, a fundraising event for the Chinmaya Mission. The Chinmaya Mission is one of India's most reputable institutions. A Hindu educational institution is the Chinmaya Mission. It has been established in Trinidad by Pujya Swami Prakashanandaji, who's Trinidadian, very, very good friend and a brother of mine. And now he has taken this project to Guyana to extend the Chinmaya Mission, establish the Chinmaya Mission in Guyana. Now we no longer need to send students all the way to India for training. The same courses are going to be offered in Trinidad and now in Guyana. This is a wonderful addition for us Guyanese to have the Chinmaya Mission established in our country. On the 25th of June, there will be a fundraising event in Toronto. You'll see the advertisement on my Facebook page. I ask of you to give your blessings and give your support. May the grace of Mata Rani be with each and every one of you. I invite everyone now to kindly stand as we do Bhagwan Ji's Aarti.
प्लीज मेक 6 लाइन. जय श्री राधे. बड़े भाव से आरती उतारेंगे बारी बारी से. बोले बाल कृष्ण लाल की जय. ओम आरती पार्थे गुंग्रजाः विदुर्प्रायिधामभिः दिवाः सदा गुंक्षि बृहति वितिष्ठस अतवेखं वर्तते तमः. ॐ चक्षुदं सर्वलोकानां तिम्रस्य निवारणम् आरार्तिक्यं कल्पितं भक्ता गृहाण परमेश्वर. कदलीगर्भसम्भूतं कर्पूरं तु परदीपितम् आरार्तिक्यं कुर्वे पश्यामि वरदो भव. पश्यामि वरदो भव. हे गिरधर तेरी आरती गाऊं, हे गिरधर तेरी आरती गाऊं, बांके बिहारी तेरी आरती गाऊं, श्री बांके बिहारी तेरी आरती गाऊं, आरती गाऊं प्यारे तुझे को रिझाऊं, आरती गाऊं प्यारे तुझे को रिझाऊं, हे गिरधर तेरी आरती गाऊं, हे गिरधर तेरी आरती गाऊं। मोर मुकुट माथे पे सोहे, मोर मुकुट माथे पे सोहे, प्यारी बंसी मुनि मन मोहे, प्यारी बंसी मुनि मन मोहे, देखी छवि में बलि बलि जाऊं, देखी छवि में बलि बलि जाऊं, हे गिरधर तेरी आरती गाऊं, हे गिरधर तेरी आरती गाऊं। चरणों से निकली गंगा प्यारी, चरणों से निकली गंगा प्यारी, जिसने सारी दुनिया तारी, जिसने सारी दुनिया तारी, उन चरणों के मैं दर्शन पाऊं, उन चरणों के मैं दर्शन पाऊं, हे गिरधर तेरी आरती गाऊं, हे गिरधर तेरी आरती गाऊं। दास अनाथ के नाथ आप हो, दास अनाथ के नाथ आप हो, सुख दुख जीवन साथ आप हो, सुख दुख जीवन साथ आप हो, उन चरणों में मैं शीस झुकाऊं, हे गिरधर तेरी आरती गाऊं। श्री हरिदास के प्यारे तुम हो, श्री हरिदास के प्यारे तुम हो, मेरे मोहन जीवन धन हो, मेरे मोहन जीवन धन हो, देख छवि में बलि बलि जाऊं, प्यारी छवि तेरी मन में बसाऊं, हे गिरधर तेरी आरती गाऊं, हे गिरधर तेरी आरती गाऊं। हे गिरधर तेरी आरती गाऊं, हे गिरधर तेरी आरती गाऊं, बांके बिहारी तेरी आरती गाऊं, बांके बिहारी तेरी आरती गाऊं, आरती गाऊं प्यारे तुझे को रिझाऊं, आरती गाऊं प्यारे तुझे को रिझाऊं, हे गिरधर तेरी आरती गाऊं, हे गिरधर तेरी आरती गाऊं, कर्पूर गौरं करुणावतारं संसार सारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि, भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि, भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। त्वमेव माताश्च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धो च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि, भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते, नारायणी नमोस्तुते। मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जगदम्बिके यत् पूजितं मया देवी परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे, परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे। बार बार वर मांगहूँ हर्षि देहु श्रीरंग पद सरोज अनुपायनी भगति सदा सतसंग, भगति सदा सतसंग। बोलिए सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, बोलिए उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलिए गणपति भगवान की जय, लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय, बोलिए राधावर श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, बोलिए पवन सुत हनुमान जी महाराज की जय, बोलिए जगदम्बे मात की जय। 80-4-84 कट्टन वाली माता जी तेरी सदा सदा ही जय। बोले भाई सब संतन की जय, सब भक्तन की जय, अपने अपने सदगुरु जी महाराज की जय। बोलो सच्चे दरबार की जय, बोले सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। बोलो सच्चे दरबार की जय। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ द्यौः शान्ति अन्तरिक्षगुं शान्तिः, पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः, शान्तिर्वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः, शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः, सर्वगुण शान्तिः, शान्तिरेव शान्तिः, श्यामा शान्तिरेधि सुशान्तिर्भवतु। ॐ शान्तिः, ॐ शान्तिः, ॐ शान्तिः। हरिः ओम। सभी अपने अपने स्थान पे झुक के प्रणाम कर लें। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। बोले वृंदावन धाम की नमः। पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव हर हर महादेव हर हर महादेव शंभो। जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे श्याम। जय श्री राधे 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 जय श्री राधे। आप सभी का पंचम दिवस की कथा में आने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू सो मच ऑल ऑफ यू ईच एंड एवरीवन। माँ भगवती ब्लेस यू ऑल ऑफ यू। जय माता दी। थैंक यू सो मच गुरु जी अगेन आपका हमें श्रीमद् भागवत कथा का रसपान कराने के लिए। 2 दिन इस कथा के बचे हैं तो सभी प्लीज़ आएँ और कथा का आनंद लें। जय श्री राधे। और आने वाली 4 जून को संडे